First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwarash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect and the sincere Akim, pushing his word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. And your brother Mayum coming to you with another lesson. It's Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Let me read it again. Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Sounds like a hiring sign to me. You see, the Lord is looking for able-bodied men from the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, who are the Negroes, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans, and also the speckled birds, mainly here in America, scattered throughout through the four corners of the earth. The Lord is looking for able-bodied men to rise up against the evildoers and to stand up for them against the workers of iniquity. And how do you rise up against the evildoers and stand up against the workers of iniquity? By making your body a living sacrifice. Going out there on the highways and the byways, being instant in season and out of season. Winter, spring, summer, fall, rain. Week in and week out. Another way you make your body a living sacrifice for the Lord is you gotta learn how to endure temptation, man. The scriptures talk about when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart right and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So as soon as you put your hands on that plow to do the work of the Lord, you're gonna be tempted, because the Lord want to see if you're able, to be a part of His selection, man. You got to be tried with the fire, man. You got to go through some shit, man. And the best way to try it, man, is to take something that He love away from him in the world. Me personally, I lost 2 jobs, and I'm not sitting here boasting. I'm just speaking about my experience in this truth. I lost 2 jobs. I lost a vehicle, and I lost my family. I was with the woman for 30 years. I was met her when I was 19 years old. She was 16. Had three daughters by her. And 30 years into the relationship or the marriage, I came into this truth. When you first come into this truth, you just over righteous. You want to scream out in the top of your lungs who we are as a people, what's the name of the Lord, and who He come and deliver, that He saw as the devil. And people that's clinging on to this world don't want to hear that, because basically what you're saying is they don't have a future. Because if you don't believe in Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, then you don't have a future. You see, you tell them that Babylon is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. The chip, the M to the O to the T to the B. Basically, when you eating this roll, all the sweet parts, all the sweet parts and all the bitter parts, we basically telling the people, our family, and they're gonna leave. The Lord is gonna take them away from you for what? To try you, man. To see if you're gonna run behind them, to follow after the world or be a part of the world, or you're gonna suffer. To do the work, to stand up against the workers of iniquity, and to rise up against the evildoers. And then we ain't speaking about, grabbing weapons, man, because our weapon is the scriptures, man. It said the word of the Lord is a two-edged sword, man, piercing and dividing asunder. You know what I mean? So when you use these scriptures, to as a defense, it cut more than a weapon, man. You telling people that the Lord's name is not Jesus. You basically breaking it down what the name of the Lord is, and you making it plain upon tables. It's real simple that the name of the Lord is not Jesus, man. You go into that breakdown and talk about it says Acts 4 verse 12. There's none other name given among men whereby we must be saved. Proverbs 30 and 4. Who have ascended up into heaven and descended? Who have gathered the winds in his fist? What is his name? What is his son's name? If thou can tell. You go into all these scriptures, and the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous running into it are safe. And you make it real simple for them to get it. But because they filled up with pride, and they love this world, and they feel like Jesus basically helped them attain material riches here, they don't want to let him go. You know what I mean? So the Lord is going to take them away from you. So that's one of the job requirements, being able to lose things in this world and continue on in the faith, man. You know, it is not easy. You know, because it said the, it said the spirit quickeneth, but the flesh profiteth nothing, man. It also talk about the outward man perish, but the inward man is renewed day by day, man. So you're gonna have to kill that inward man. You're gonna have to kill it. The outward man. You have to kill the outward man. You know, every day, man. And your family is a part of that outward man, man. Your family is a part of the flesh. You see, and that's one of the worst things that you can experience in this truth is losing your woman and your kids, man. Because the only time gonna heal. You can read all the scriptures you want. You can have all the knowledge and wisdom that you want, but the pain still gonna hurt. You know what I mean? The pain still gonna be there. But if you continue to drink this water over time, the pain is going to subside, and it's going to be something that you overcame, that you lost in this truth. And a badge of honor, man, that you still so sticky for Yahweh Shem Shah, and you didn't chase your family back into the world, man. You see? Let me read it again. Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity, man? We know there are only 12,000 men from each tribe, each one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel is going to be the ones that's going to be able to stand the test of time, man. It's going to be able to be purged out. Going to be able to stand in that fire and lose everything and still stand so stiffly for Yahweh Shem Shah. Will you be one of those men? Will I be one of those men? Lord willing, I will be. Lord willing, he cast me not away from his presence and take not his Holy Spirit away from me, so that way I can endure unto the end. And that's my only goal in life, man. Is to please Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, walking the man's please Yahweh Shem Shah, and that's it, man. Because we know that the fashion of this world passeth away, man. You know, anything that you gain in this lifetime is vainglory, man. You know, I'm 54 years old. I never saw a man or a woman take his material riches to the grave with him. You know, once your spirit leave your body, your material riches stay here. You see? So we supposed to lay up ourselves treasures in heaven with moth and rust, doeth not corrupt, and with thieves cannot break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven with moth and rust does not corrupt, and thieves cannot break through and steal, man. So that's what we concerned about, man. That's what the men of the Lord, man. That's the ones who standing up against the workers of iniquity and rising up against the evildoers, man. We left the world behind. They said we love not our lives until death, man. Every day we wake up here in captivity is a vexation to the spirit, because we know that we the children of the promise, man. And a base man is ruling over us, man. And his intentions is not good for us, man. He planned on branding us, man. He planned on branding us like cattle, man. He's gonna strip everything that you love in this world away from you. So why? So you can lean on him for help. And he's that broken reed. He already got an idea of how many men and women are gonna lean on that reed when he did the experiment with the COVID Uno Nuevo. So he already got an idea of how many people are going to lean on that broken reed, man. And Lord willing, I stand the test of time, man, and the Spirit of the Lord be with me. So when my name is called, you know, to receive that implant, I could tell him to go fuck himself, man. I remember watching that movie Braveheart when he was about to get his head cut off. He screamed out, "Braveheart, man!" And that's the type of spirit I pray the Lord place on me. You know, when I'm being tested, you know, to deny the chip, I can stand tall and call on the name of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. You see? So I want to be one of those men that rise up against the evildoers and stand up against the workers of iniquity. Lord willing, I endure to the end. And Lord willing, all the sincere Akim, you know, and Akroth out there, and doing to the end too. So